Hey there, friend. Thank you for joining. If you're joining the replay, I hope you're having an awesome day and the weather is nice where you are. Or if it's not nice yet and it's not spring weather, I hope it's coming as soon as possible. So, my name is Bogdan, and I just want to share some thoughts with you about haircuts and cheap versus affordable and things that are related to this. So once again, as I said, probably you've seen my stories yesterday. I was asking some of you if I should keep my barber or not. This is my new haircut, by the way. But this live video is not about the new haircut. It's about some thoughts I was having while actually leaving the barber shop. So what's the story about? And once again, you've seen me doing lives lately way more often than usual. And you've seen me around talking about all kinds of topics and ideas and thoughts that run through my head related to various events. So these are just some thoughts I had yesterday while I was leaving my barber. And as I said, it's related to this idea of cheap versus affordable versus high quality, low quality, and so on and so forth. So thank you for joining. If you're joining live, say hi. And if you're seeing this during the replay, I'm more than happy to carry on the conversation. So feel free to drop a comment. So what's the whole, where did my stream of ideas come from? Where did it start? Well, I just went for a haircut, but I was comparing it with something that happened, I think maybe almost a year ago, or 7 months, 8 months, 10 months, something like that. I don't remember the exact time frame. And that's when a friend told me like, hey, I have this awesome barber, and he was asking me like, how much do you pay for a haircut? And he goes, well, mine is half of what you pay. You should totally go there. Let me give you his contact and whatnot. And come on, it's cheap. It's really good. And I said, okay, well, let me give it a try. I got the details. I got the contacts. He gave me the card. And first thing that didn't go so well was when I tried to make an appointment or to have a booking. They said, no, it's just walk in. I was like, okay, whatever. Finally, I managed to go there and walk in, as they said, and just went in. There were several barbers. All of them were busy. I said, hey, I need a haircut. Nobody was actually free. They said, okay, but you'll have to wait for like 40 minutes or so. It was raining heavily outside, so I said, okay, whatever. I'll just wait because it was raining heavily, had no umbrella. Once again, I said, okay, it's better than just going out in the rain. Now, once again, this whole thing came back as a memory, as an episode from the past, but it led me to this thought process, thinking about, once again, how many times I'm receiving signs that cheap isn't always the best way to go, and so on and so forth. So anyway, long story short, after 45 minutes, something like that, waiting in a place that wasn't very friendly or not very nice looking, nothing to do in terms of spending your time other than some Arabic TV shows. I don't know what was running on the TV. Finally, the guy is free and he can give me a haircut. I was like, finally. So he starts cutting my hair. I kid you not, he's done in 10 minutes. I was literally pissed off at that point because he already had somebody else coming for a haircut. I was like, what's happening here? So first of all, you made me wait for such a long time. Then you do a really bad job at the haircut. You don't even try to make it look good or whatever. And yeah, okay, I get it why you're so cheap. So that's one of the moments when I said, hey, wait a second, I've paid half for what I would pay for my normal barber, where I know that I'm treated well. I get asked when I get there if I want water or coffee or a drink or anything like that. They take care of me and they are really nice and polite. I can make a reservation online, so I can book a time slot. I know when I'm going. I don't have to waste time. And all the other things. Plus, the haircuts being really good, right? Or at least much, much better than what I got then. So at the end of the day, when I finished with the haircut and I drew the line, I was like, so let's see. Time spent, 45 minutes waiting, plus the 10 minutes for the haircut, plus the 5 minutes of me cursing the guy. That was more or less 1 hour. So that's more or less as much time as I would have spent with my normal barber, where, yeah, okay, I'm paying more, but I get better quality service. Then, besides the fact that I spent the same amount of time, and by the way, in that time, I could have done other things to be more productive and maybe to generate some more revenue or whatever, that was one thing. The other thing was the quality of the outcome. So time-wise, it was more or less the same, but the quality was really bad. The outcome was really bad. I don't think I've ever had such a bad haircut in my whole life. And I was seeing no point in telling the guy, hey, fix it or do something to make it look better. I just left angry and I said, okay, I'll just go to another barber and fix it. So I ended up paying even more money to fix what the first guy was doing wrong, or what the first guy did wrong already with my hair. So at the end of the day, as I said, yes, I've paid half of what I would normally pay for my barber, but time-wise, I've spent more time. I got a really bad haircut, and then I had to spend more to fix it. So at the end of the day, actually, the cheaper version was way more expensive for me in terms of my time, in terms of my resources, in terms of my look in this case, because we are talking about a haircut. So once again, it was one extra or another reminder of the fact that cheap it's seldom the best way to go. There are different sayings saying that I'm too poor to be cheap. I liked when I heard that, because it's so true in many cases. When you go with the cheapest option, you end up spending more because you have to replace it, or you have to fix it, or you have to do something to repair it, just like what happened to me now with the haircut. Well, not now, but a year ago with the haircut, right? Yes, I paid less initially, but then I had to pay extra to fix it and to make it look decent, or so I could just get out in the world. And I've had lots of different experiences like this a long time, and some of them I've shared them on social media before. One which is, well, this happened also several years ago, but it's good to just have those reminders. I'm traveling a lot. Like, if you follow me for a while now, you've seen that I'm always on the road and I'm always traveling. But one of the things that I really like about something I decided years ago is that when I'm buying a luggage or a suitcase or a trolley, I go for the best quality. I don't care about the price, just because I know that they need to withstand all the crazy travels. And this is a lesson I've learned when I was still in high school, when I was traveling quite a bit as well, going home back and forth from my hometown to Bucharest, where I was going to high school. So I was in a boarding school, but also then I started flying. And before my first flight, I bought a bag, and of course I went to the supermarket and I bought the cheapest trolley I could find. And after the first flight, of course, it got broken. So there you go, once again, the same idea. I went for the cheaper part or the cheaper product, hoping that I'll have a nice trolley which I can carry around on the wheel, so I don't have to carry the actual luggage, and it will not be heavy and so on and so forth. It broke after the first flight. I repeated the same story again. I bought another cheap luggage. It broke after the first flight. And that's when I said enough is enough. When it comes to travel and when it comes to luggages, I don't go cheap anymore. And since then, I only bought really good bags. And I never had any issues, and I never regretted it. It's the same example like I gave with the haircut. For what I initially paid less, it turned out to cost me more, because I had to invest more time to fix it. I had to pay somebody else extra to fix my haircut, and I also didn't feel treated well. The same thing was with the bags. The first two bags I bought, they were cheap, yes, but then I actually had to buy new ones to replace them. So when I added all those sums up, they ended up being more expensive than a good quality bag. So once again, this is something that I see over and over again. This was just the latest episode which reminded me of the importance of this distinction, for me at least, between cheap and affordable. And of course also the whole discussion and debate about good quality, low quality products, and where is the middle ground and what you choose. So these are just some of the thoughts I wanted to share with you. I'd be happy to see if you have any questions or any comments or any ideas you want to share with us on the live stream. If not, I do hope you're having an awesome day. After this live, I will probably go out for a walk, because it's an awesome spring day in Prague, and I need to relax. That's why I also got the t-shirt. But I just thought I'd hop on Facebook Live and share some of these thoughts. So thank you for joining me. As I said, if you have questions or comments, I'd be happy to carry on the conversation even after the live. If not, I wish you a great Saturday and a great weekend, and hope to see you soon in another live or around the social web or somewhere in person. Have a great day, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, and see you soon.